Well, hey there. April Reed here, and you're listening to episode 21 of the Webinar Hustlers Entrepreneur Podcast.
Want to work less and sell more? Welcome to the Webinar Hustlers Entrepreneur Podcast, the podcast to help you scale up and take your business to the next level with webinars that sell for you. Each episode focuses on the money mindset, online marketing, and sales strategies to get you more leads and convert leads to sales, all with webinars. And now your host, business and webinar strategist, April Reed.
I'm really excited about today's episode. This is the first interview of 2018. So I am really excited because I get to have Ayisha Amatullah on the show today. She founded the Universal Coach Institute, which has earned her a title of the coach's coach. That and having over 15 years experience in the coaching industry. Just a little bit about Ayisha. So Ayisha is a certified coach trainer. She is a life, transformational, and master relationship coach. She approaches coaching using solution focus, positive psychology, and neuro-linguistic programming techniques. And like I mentioned before, she also founded the Universal Coach Institute. Now, this is a program that I did back in 2016. And let me tell you, it is fabulous. And I'm also going to share a link in the show notes. So if you're looking to improve your coaching or become a coach, you definitely want to click on that link and check Ayisha's UCI website out. All right. So without further ado, let's get into the show so Ayisha can teach us how to create a profitable coaching business. All right. You ready? Let's do this. I'm really eager and excited to dive in. I'm talking to none other than the awesome coach Ayisha Amatullah. And I just have to say, I met her, well, in the online world, meet is online on the internet, when I took her program, the Universal Coach Institute. And when I took that program, I didn't know what I was going to get into, but when I was just reading the sales page and looking at what all was included in there, I was like, wow, I have to do this. And then when I actually signed up and I got into the library, what is it called, Ayisha, other than the library?
The Student Center.
Student Center. It's a library from A to Z, okay? Let's just call it it is. Now, when I went in there and saw all the wealth of information, you can literally create your coaching business from the ground up. So I thought it was very important to have her on the show today. For anyone who's thinking about starting a coaching business, or maybe you've already started your coaching business, but you want to master your craft, or maybe you're a consultant, but you don't have the coaching piece, which I think you need both the coaching and the consulting, then this is exactly why I had to have her on the show. So I've been talking long enough. So Ayisha, how are you today?
I'm great. Thank you, April, for having me.
Perfect. So for my listeners who probably, they may or may not know about you, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started and how you became a coach?
Yes, for sure. So how did I get started? Actually, I've been in the online world since the late 90s, like around 99. I started out as a web designer, and that turned into an online business consultant because, of course, back then the internet, as we know it, was new. So when I was creating websites for people, those same people needed help basically with marketing, their website online. So I was an online business consultant. From there, I decided that I didn't just want to do this. I wanted to become a therapist. And I went to school. I started out in school to be a therapist, but then I changed my major to computer information systems because everybody was telling me, oh, that's what you should do. IT, that's the way for the future, and blah, 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 blah. So that's what I did. I did that. And when I graduated, I was like, this is not what I want to do. I wanted to be a therapist. And
Right.
From there, what happened was I got very depressed. Like I was very depressed and I had like developed anxiety, and I had a friend who was a coach, and she told me, she was like, well, you can still do what you want to do. You can still do what you want to do. And actually you can do both without actually going back to school for your master's, in therapy. So that's when she said, you can be a life coach. She says it's not the same thing, exact same thing as being a therapist, but realm of things. So she said, you could be a life coach and you can still do the business thing, the business coaching. And so she introduced me to life coaching. And since then, I took a class. After that, I just started teaching other people to do what I do. And now I'm here.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of like the jack of all trades. Oh, when you were telling that story, I was thinking of my own life where I went into computer information too. I started, yeah. What did I start out as? Accounting. No, it was business management. And then I switched to computer information. Then I switched to accounting. So, and I was trying to do it in a way that I didn't have to go over 4 years in college. So
wow.
I understand that completely. But, I'm glad you had that friend that kind of showed you could be a life coach.
Yes. A lot of people, although I'm meeting lately, a lot of coaches I'm meeting have a degree in computer information systems. I think that was so weird.
Wow. So, okay. You said you took a class. So one class, or you mean you took a course, or how did you really get into life coaching? And was it difficult to do?
So, no, it wasn't difficult to do. I found a training program, like Universal Coach Institute. I looked for a training program, and the training programs, they were very expensive, and they still are. And so I took this training program, and it was a dual program, master relationship coach and life coach. So I actually got certified as a master relationship coach. And so I went to an online training school.
Awesome. So, okay, now you have your master relationship coaching, you have your life coaching. How easy or difficult was it to find clients? Because I don't know, is master relationship a broad niche? Did you have to niche down?
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about that. It's funny. I got the master relationship coach, right? But that was like very short lived. I didn't get into that much. I did a little bit of it. But when I did it, I realized that most of the people that I was coaching in their relationships had issues with self-esteem. So I niched down to self-esteem coaching. So the very first thing to really begin to find clients was to niche myself down. And so that's something that I recommend for everyone. And okay, let me back up. First of all, I tell people you need to niche yourself down, but at the same time, I don't want you to stop moving forward because you can't choose a niche.
That's so true.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people, they stop because they get stuck because they can't figure out what niche to choose. Yes, choosing a niche will definitely help you become more profitable, but also know that whatever niche you choose now, you can always change it later. It's going to happen.
Oh, it happened. It happened to me. And it's really hard to, I think, at least in my personal story, to niche down and be completely happy with clarity and everything. I pretty much started out broad, just business coaching. And then I had to, like you said, take action before I tweaked it here and then I tweaked it there, and to where now I'm really narrow and focused into just, doing webinars and coaching coaches for webinars. So definitely.
Absolutely.
I don't think I would have gotten to where I am if I'd have just took freebie after freebie on how to come up with your perfect niche.
Right.
I don't think I definitely wouldn't have gotten to where I am now. So
yeah. And, sometimes when you start out, you can start out in one niche and you end up changing your niche. Sometimes you end up changing it purposely. And then other times it's just the direction your business is going in because of the type of clients that you are attracting.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Yeah. Very good point. Very good point. And so, okay. So now you have your niche, but you also have to define your market. Is that right?
Absolutely. So I'm going to say it two ways. I tell people, first of all, if you have a broad niche, then you should narrow down your market. If you have a broad market, then you should narrow down your niche. Okay. But in any niche that you have, I definitely believe that you should narrow down your market. So that's the next thing. You first define your niche and then define your market. And the market is very important, not just for the purpose of just being focused on one market, but because it will help you to learn more about that specific market. It will become easier for you to market to them. You'll know the terminology that they use, you know their struggles, you know their pain points. So when it comes to your market, I always tell people to go with a market that you're familiar with. The same thing with the niche. Go with a niche you are familiar with.
Yeah. Yeah.
That you will have the most success with that.
Yeah, definitely. I love how you said that because you know how to talk to them. You know the jargon, you know everything, and even the market research. Which I don't say skip on that, but that's going to be easier when you're trying to define. Okay, what are these people struggling with? Because you pretty much already know. You've already been there.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. So once you have your niche and once you have your market, the next thing that's going to help you to build a profitable coaching business is getting your clients results. Because when you get your clients results, first of all, they're going to continue to come back for other things. That's number one.
Mhm.
So you're retaining them. And then also they're going to refer you to other people. So learning how to get your clients results is really going to help market your business. Plus you'll have them as case studies and testimonials and things like that. And when you have case studies and testimonials, it's easier for you to get clients because they see that you are helping other people to get results. So you have to learn how to get results for your client. And a lot of people, you know, when they come into coaching, and I'm not even talking about a coaching school, I'm just saying like these days you have a lot of people that pop up as coaches, everybody's calling themselves a coach, but they don't understand how to actually get your clients results. Okay. And some of the key things that I just want to share in coaching to kind of help you. I'm going to give you one key thing really, and it's probably surprising, but the key thing to help you get your clients results is listening, having excellent listening skills. Okay. If you can have excellent listening skills and then pair that with the ability to draw out the answers within your client through powerful questioning, those are two key things that's really going to help you get your clients results. So there's a bunch of other things with that, but yeah, but those are the two key things.
Awesome. A couple of things came to mind, like when you were talking about getting testimonials. And I know, so pretty much my audience, they're not quite new,
Mm-hmm.
but they may not be actively collecting those testimonials. And so I know when I was starting out in business, one of the things I did is I gave away coaching for free. People are scared of that, giving away coaching for free. I'm not talking about you signing on a client for 6 weeks and you're taking them from A to Z and you're giving free coaching. I'm talking like short 20, 30-minute consultations
Mm-hmm.
where you're helping them with one specific problem and then asking for the testimony if they felt like they got the result. And I think that practice in itself can help you take your paid clients, your longer term clients to where they want to go and to getting their results.
Absolutely.
And then you talk about listening. So, like in my program, I teach to create like a structure. How would I say it? Like a result oriented package that has a step by step
Mm-hmm.
instead of just what do you need help with today? And I'll help you with anything. And I've been coached that way to where you have your first initial coaching and it's like, okay, what do you want to achieve together with our time working together? And it's like, okay, I want to achieve X, Y, and Z. And then somewhere along the way, for me, and I hear this with a lot of other coaches,
Mm-hmm.
you have that entrepreneurial ADD or that shiny object syndrome. And it's like, okay, I was on Facebook and now they're saying Instagram is the hottest thing right now. So now I want to do Instagram, or now I want to do a podcast, or now I need to do my email funnel, or I need to get clients here. And you can get off track from that initial, this is what I want to achieve in our 3 months coaching or 6 months coaching.
Right.
So I strongly encourage anyone who's coaching to have like a step-by-step system that leads to a particular result. Now, how do you feel about that?
Yes. So, two things about that. Number one, have a step-by-step system and coin it, make it your own, right? So I'm sure if most people already today, if they're on your podcast, they may have a bit of experience. So they probably heard the term signature system, right? So you want to make sure that you have a signature system, something that people, when they see that system, they know it's yours. That's number one. And then within that system, you want it to be result focused, right? You want it to have a result focused coaching program, something that is yours. And more importantly, within that system, you want to make sure that you have something that's unique, that the whole system doesn't have to be unique, but at least something inside that system needs to be unique. What I tell my clients is called the unique component. What is your unique component? There's other people like Todd Brown, who he calls it the unique mechanism, right? So what is it, that one thing about your program that is result focused and unique compared to someone else is doing? So yes, absolutely. You need to have a result focused coaching program. And then from that coaching program, you can, just the steps by itself, you can use the steps within your coaching program to create a product funnel, right? Or a value ladder. It means the same thing. So if you know it as value ladder, it's a value ladder. If you know it as a product funnel, a product funnel. That system, you can use that system to create a product funnel. So meaning you could break that system down. It could be one full system, like one full program, or it can be like one or two, like the first two steps can be a product by itself. Okay, so you want to look at your system and see how you can make it one whole system, and also how you can break it down into other products.
Okay, so what you're saying, so let's say a particular result has 5 steps, and you're saying that step 1 could be its own course or its own one-on-one or group program. And then once they're done with that program, it leads them to step 2. So a person could particularly have 5 products if it's a 5-step system.
Right. If each step gets a real result without needing the next step, that's the key. If the first step needs the second step to work, then that would be, the 2 steps would be a product.
Okay.
So your step has to be able to produce results. Okay, so if each of your steps can produce a result, then you can make individual products out of those, right? You can write a book, and each step could be a chapter in your book. It's like so many ways you can do it. And the best way that I really teach it, instead of saying steps, is the 10 by 10 matrix. So yeah, we're in your 10 by 10 matrix, and April, I'm sure you're probably familiar with it because I talk about it all the time. Yeah. So in your 10 by 10 matrix, you have 10 topics and 10 subtopics. And normally those 10 topics is your system. So if you have subtopics, so 10 topics and 10 subtopics is 100 topics. You have so many products within those 100 topics. Okay. So yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. And I love the 10 by 10 metrics, by the way, because so many people say it's just so hard to come up with a product. And really, I think it's just, we're thinking too hard. Yeah. Yep. Or we're comparing ourselves to somebody who's been in the game for 20 years. And trust me, they did not start there.
Yeah. And so one thing, let me just say, I just had a girl who, and she's not the only person. I have this happen all the time. When I tell them like about creating your steps or just even using a 10 by 10 matrix, they get stuck. First of all, if you are stuck at the very beginning of it, then you need more training in that area. Okay. Like if you can't come up with steps, if you like are having a hard time with that, then you need more training in that area. And there's nothing wrong with that. Whatever you choose to be an expert in, you should always continue learning.
Right, right.
Yeah. So I just want to say, like, if you start this out and you feel like you're stuck at creating your steps, or if you're stuck on a 10 by 10 matrix, then go learn more about what it is that you are trying to teach or coach.
Perfect. Awesome. I'm glad you mentioned that last step, just so when anyone who's now, yes, this is in your actual program, right?
Yes. So it's in the business building part of the program. You define your niche, your market, you lay out your product funnel. And of course, within the coaching program, you're learning how to get your clients results.
Awesome. Now, I know you have a Facebook group, but how are you getting clients? How are you attracting, how are you creating that traffic to your product?
Yeah. Okay, so it depends on what we're talking about here. If we're talking about life coaching itself, not the coach training school, but if we're talking about like life coaching itself or even my business coaching, I use webinars. So, that's why I was like so excited that you were on here doing these webinars. I use webinars to get my clients, and I use a system that I call the foreplay funnel. And so the foreplay funnel basically is you giving your client several touches before they get to your webinar, right? Oftentimes we do webinars, especially like if you're on Facebook and you for the first time and you see like Facebook ads, and then you get on this webinar. You don't know this person from nowhere, but you get on this webinar and they beef up the webinar and they throw up their testimonials and they tell you their story and they tell you little bull crap steps or whatever. And then they try to sell you a $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 program. Right.
Right. Right.
So what I have found is that only 2% of people really buy on that type of webinar because they don't know this person. The other 98% is still searching. Number one, while the webinar is going, they're on another tab Googling this person. You know what I'm saying? They're on another tab trying to find out how to do this for free, And so basically what happened was that person didn't really build a relationship with them. Like that webinar, you didn't build a relationship with them on that webinar. You just brought in cold traffic and tried to sell them, right? So with the foreplay funnel, so let me just tell you why it's called foreplay funnel. Number one, it's like being in a relationship, right? When you meet someone, you don't just jump into bed with them and start doing the do, right? You have to do a little bit of foreplay, right? So you got to touch them here, touch them there, whatever. You got to do a little bit of foreplay. So that's why it's a play on words, because it's really the number 4 and in play. It's not FORE, right? So what the foreplay funnel basically is, before you send them to a webinar, you're giving them 4 touches before they get to the webinar. So 1 touch can be your lead magnet. And after that, you can have like 3 more touches. And those 3 more touches, it doesn't have to be 4 exactly. It can be more than that. But those 3 more touches can be a challenge. It can be a video series. It can be a series of blog posts or a series of guides or whatever it is. But you are warming them up. You're warming them up. They're going from cold to warm. And by the time they get to your webinar, they're a hot audience and they're more ready to buy. Okay. So that is how I get my life coaching clients and my business coaching clients. I take them through a funnel. I follow their customer journey, and then I get them on a webinar, and it's easier to sell that way.
Perfect. And so I assume you're getting them on the webinar through your email?
Yes, it can be through email or both email and Facebook ads, because once they're on my list, I retarget them at each step of the customer journey. Something new I've been using is chatbots. I've been testing those out. So yeah, that's basically, I've been testing out chatbots. So I'm loving them. I'm really loving.
Oh, really? I've been thinking about it, but I haven't gone there yet.
Yes. So email and Facebook ads to retarget them. That's basically that. But how they get to my funnel in the first place, how they get to my lead magnet is mostly through SEO. And I say as of the last year or two, I've been using Facebook ads. But for the most part, it's search marketing that's been getting people through the funnel.
Nice. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So once they're on your list, or let's say they're not on your list from your ads, but maybe they got on your list through some other way, like your website or something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you upload that list into your Facebook ads?
Absolutely. That's how. So 2 things. I'll upload that list. You can retarget them that way. And also through the pixels, when they hit specific landing page. Right. So when they hit specific landing pages on your website, I'll retarget them that way as well.
Perfect. Perfect. So yes, we're here talking to Ayisha. You gave like so many nuggets and awesome steps here. Thank you so much. Thank you.
No. Thank you.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to learn more about you, more about your program, and then you have to tell us about the series you're starting. But if somebody wants to find out more about you, where can they find you?
Okay, so if you want to learn more about being a coach, you can go to the website, Universal Coach Institute. But I suggest that you use April's web link because you'll get a discount. Okay, so it's Universal Coach Institute, but please use the link that April has because you will get a discount. Okay. Also, so that's to become a coach. You can also go to coachayisha.com as well. And on coachayisha.com right now, there's just a challenge going on there on how to create a $1,000 to $10,000 coaching program.
Yes, and I will link that challenge and the other web link and the show notes. Perfect.
Absolutely. Yes. And Resolve to Reclaim, which April is on again for the 2nd year in a row. So I'm excited about that. And that's a personal and business development series for coaches. So it's an annual series, something that we do once a year. This is the 2nd year, actually. And so if you are a coach, and it's not just for coaches, anybody can benefit from personal and business development. So, but if you are a coach and you want to not just beef up your business, but also your personal side of things, then you can go to resolvetoreclaim.com and you can get access to it. You can also access it through iTunes and SoundCloud and Google Play, but you can go directly to resolvetoreclaim.com. And I'm excited because we have April on there again.
Thank you.
Yes. Talking about what she knows best, webinars.
And I want to ask this. So this will actually air prior to when it starts. So can they click on the link prior to February 1st and still sign up?
So depending on when this airs. Because it hasn't switched over yet to 2018. But you can go to the website and sign up. Although, again, if it's depends on when this airs.
I can find out for you. It looks like, pretty close, the 30th.
Oh, yeah. So, they can go to Resolve to Reclaim and they can sign up at resolvetoreclaim.com.
All right. Okay. Awesome. Thank you again. Again, like I said, I'm at that link to the Universal Coach Institute, so you can look in there. Oh, just real quick, what kind of coaching programs do you have that they can be? Because it's not just business coaching. Like,
what do you mean where? At Universal Coach Institute?
Yes. Oh. Like you can be a business coach, get certified as a business coach. You can get certified as a marketing coach.
Yeah, you have life transformation. The ones that are on the website that's to the public is life transformation and the niche master course. Now, once you become a student, I have other programs back there that we don't advertise to the public, like business coaching, marketing coach, executive coach, health coach, relationship coach. Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So yes, I will post a link. I will post a challenge and be sure to show up to that series because it's an awesome lineup. It's an awesome lineup with full of information that you want to listen to.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Ayisha, for coming on the show.
Thank you.
This was fun. This was great.
Yes. Thank you so much, April, for having me.
No problem. That was a great show. That was really a great show. 2, get the show notes and any of the links that were provided on the show today. Go to www.aprilreed.com/21. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Webinar Hustlers Entrepreneur Podcast at www.aprilreed.com.